Word the fuck up, people. I'm 76, this is Syllable Practice, my verbal sketchbook, just sharing all my ideas and my practice sessions with you over some dope beats that I made. So without much more further ado, let's get into number one. Enjoy the ride.
76.
Welcome to Syllable Practice. The matter of fact is we build fixtures and we fill up on all factors. We write back these chapters and shine. We live in ropey times. I deliver hopeful rhymes to inspire and go for mine. Except this one, gents, is unstructured and inept. It's a poem that don't make sense. Silly whackness, word slackness. Allow me to be me and simply be proactive. Ignite the night like gel ignite, nitroglycerine flavoured stalagmites look out below. My clan eat jello and pristine apples. We discuss Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel. That's high art if you're feeling, way up there on the ceiling. Appealing and flipping hand grenades and ripping band-aids off to doff a cap. Then cough, snap back, like man, I've aged. This planet stays scientifically slain by mankind. Then unexplained phenomena causes comets to rain on top of you. Ingrained pattern, flat as the size of my grey matter. It's oversized like elephants and it forever fits. When Ella Fitzgerald heralds and glistens with the emeralds, green sparks will tell the tales of miracles. We stay cynical. Believe half of what you listen to and cruise missiles cut through. Impossibly missing the mission of the skeptical. Without permission or rebuttal, scuds fall with minimal relation, like stud walls in renovations. Innovation, we start small, then basic, then we set shit off without explanation. Syllable practice number one, done son, number two up soon. Verbal sketches, get those ideas out while you can, practice. Another prose rose with probable cause. Pause if you're feeling those false effigies. A brain filled with false memories plugged into a matrix of fallacies. Spat at and dogged like Bob Carroll G's 80s references. Remember these? Spoken rasps. A broken glass won't return to its pristine state. Like Christine's fate, there's a car crash waiting. It's grating. Say cheese for the camera lens. Slap those rotator friends in igloos, palindomes on a cold level. What's made backwards is reversed, rehearsed and spun 360. Degrees breeze hits me, centrifugal, gentle but brutal. Tailwinds go sailing past, realistically what's made to last. Nothing has heavenly longevity in it. Speed limits keep us at 70 or within it. My fucking mind rocks. From the blind spots and broken clocks, all time stops. Rhymes pop and words formulate, accumulate a systematic syllable practice. Hack this, bang this, hammer drop. Ask what's nailed on and learn from the failed ones. Mail in and send your answers on a postcard. The most hard questions asked require thought. This squire irons out the etiquette man. 90% gentleman, 10% diller stand. Let's do it. Represent every man's wherewithal, but not the Neanderthal ever stooping. Evolution is critical. While clouds clash, sheet lightning flashes, fleeting strikes like matches, scratching, burning the swan. Yearning it's gone, wood sticks sparked and fire lyrics are born. On the soul side, LA tricks blow, my larynx lets the airwaves flow. Please know, this track you hear comes through an experienced track here. Clear my throat like it's blocked, a voice box. Eject words, project nuggets and golden verbs, like thought knots exploded. Thoughts heavily promoted, adjectives rain down, scatter bullion in spoken form. Formulating sounds and vibrations so profound revelations create lost and found situations. Where are we at in this nation? It's shit. So let's politic and react to this piece. A new episode of Syllable Practice. Spilling words, spinning verbs and more. If my thesaurus was a herbivore, I'd plant material never heard before. Be sure to push boundaries like limiters, found the edge like perimeters. On a fence round the circumference, neutralise interference within parameters of my diameter. And those who cut through my circle get caught in a whirlpool of ever-decreasing ripples that eclipse all the ellipses from focal points that the mind sees. So mind these verbal gaps on the underground, a tube to test my synapse, perhaps centrifugally forced, spun like bottle caps. Spoken word finely tuned battle raps to open effervescence in heaven-sent messages. Angels that deliver them, quiver then set them down for absorption. You frown in contemplation, concentration, dawn, understanding and elation. The age of Aquarius, with nefarious behaviour in a hilarious flavour, and I'm out like the vapours. Syllable practice number 3. It's done so. Let me crack this syllable practice once more. A fourth one, the false one reacts like before. Burning kilojoules hurling this at you. Irremovable, indelible sets of jewels and incredible decibels. 10 chimes mark these rhymes with stanza and prose. Stand up and pose for oral ambrosia, delivered by doves from all over. Much feasts abound. These words come down like hailstone forged crowns. I'm the reigning monarch and just hoping there's a career opening for the king of spoken. Nah, just joking. I'm so new, fresh and green. At your behest I'm seen on this scene. All smoke and mirrors reflect the dream to cloak and dagger, take a stab, nothing sinister. A minister in his prime to win stones. Gems, emeralds and sapphires are blown. Mad fire with hammerfish shown. A throne of games which brings highly balanced orchestras of strings. Violins strike like violent lightning, and quiet things start beneath and increase in volume. Vacate from volcanoes. An eruption of cellos rise out of the earth's deep crust. They must soar into our soul. Metaphorical musical profiteroles. We milk them, all cream-filled. How daring. That went from gemstones to fire, from weather to confectionery. One stream of consciousness, whether nonsensical or factual. Practice to access this act of duality. Flex mental barbells, essentially its last orders. I tear fibres in corners and increase muscle memory swords. And I remember to rhyme some words. Stay breathless, lungs asthmatic, witty, unpredictable, count your inhales and do mathematics. Dramatically blow leaves from your lawn, old and dirty or rape one. Eyes and soul forlorn, the face of a ghost who yawn has seen us. A genius can cut through with a razor, amazing. Exhale tension and extension of stress. A test to confess for your lifeblood stat. Crazy cat, your 9 lives play out and flood. Catch a fine rain spray all on your hood, what's good? In the storm and the lightning sheets, hail and sleet, fail and repeat, undefeated. Someday a real rain will come and wash this scum off the streets. Defeat is cyclical. Complete cycles to build towers and catch Eiffels. Arch back in triumph, not a damn given, excuse my French. Stop the backbench delivering financial exhibitions of wealth and austerity. F the government, F the monarchy, F the 1% and the rest of that chronology. The disorder of numbers is imbalance for all comers. Technology keeps us parted but makes the world smaller. Heads down and dumbed down, but the reach immediately is wider. Split energy from the Large Hadron Collider, a Tom and Jerry style slapstick particle. Contrary to both popular texts or biblical, past, present and future rhetoric is simple.
Machine learning, eh? I see what's residual.
Dance, guys. just video right here. Okay, what
76.
I feel pretty drawn on this yawning poetry form, sketched out and listened to cartoons, channeling my inner cartoons. Assumed cross between Charlie Brown, looking cross with a hardy frown, thrown and fully grown and being a man, sir. My other 50% is Pink Panther, sliding in with a swagger, a top hat and tails as plain as your nose. I'm off the rails. I'm causing chaos and inspecting clues, so think out the box and disrespect the rules though. Break free if you have to. Forget the science and the maths too. If the grass is looking greener, then water your own. Make trees from seeds and pull weeds, create themes of theatric scenes, no memes. Just a handwritten script in real time. A man spitting scriptures of fine rhyme, aging like a fine wine. Finding time to practice and create, skills with execution sublime below lemons. Misspelt melons and raging heavens. A citric study on a course that's appealing, with a zest for life and a spiritual healing. Syllables be first, a metaphorical breech birth. Feet first into this wordplay and poetry curse. Reverse born into a world of planetary wonder. A storm in the teacup and calamitous thunder. So handle the saucers, ignore the mugs. Incite the vandals and provoke the thugs. Pull up rugs, then fly in the face of conventional norms. And throw peanuts towards all functional form. Yeah, syllable practice. Number 6.
wait a minute.
Syllable practice number 7, the mental health edition. Permission to rhyme about those times when the brainstem cries. Systematically you act erratically, dramatically. To others and dark clouds smother and stark shroud covers every positive piece of energy. Release your symphony from within. Strings from violins ring with violence and sin. The din of thunderstorms and rolling drums come from unfolding lungs when you whisper to the sky, why? Either broken and motionless, whether spoken with quietness, a consuming tiredness that stops the resuming of business as usual. Dizziness and confusion, clarity, calamity, bemusement. A refusal of others to seek and give covers to get us under, built for the quilt. We spend our summers preparing for winters, but embrace every rainfall to cleanse us like sinners. We've done no wrong. It's how our minds wired and synapses fire. Collapse this pyre and relax while it smoulders. A weight on our shoulders. Behold, a cremation of medical sedatives. Friends and relatives, relatable but tentative. Stop resisting our cries and listen. I insist you stand by and here's permission to ask us what's wrong and nod at our feelings. Open your ears and reserve all logic. Accept our fears and observe our tonic. Ironic, that's the paradox. What's experienced but not explained? You're hearing us, but it's not the same. To heal us, don't throw blame. In a real sense, just know that I'm sane. Done. Number 7, mental health edition. Stay healthy, team. Yeah, I ate them up because it's number 8. Let's do it. Come on. I beat the silly fools at this, the feat of syllable practice. Parables active and succinct in prose and verse. Unrehearsed, unknown, homegrown and immersed. A curse of disconnected rhymes and words, at worst entwined and bound by girders. Bars, punchlines and puns all murdered, herded like cattle, but there ain't no calf stepping, I reckon. Kids be Frisian, so grab your coat and stop beefing. Lend me your ears, welcome 76, like Norm in Cheers. I'll bust one bar on a cliff where it's woody. Do you get the reference? Should he perform with his peers, a rebel with permission and a cause for years? As the dean of this jam, the meaningful can eloquent such joy. Sustainable plans, the flotsam of life that we salvage and cycle. I aim to beat it and thrill it like Michael. Spoken recitals, I can't help it. Woken, insightful, intelligent Mike Gold. Delightfully cold and it's cool in the shadows, where we're followed by darkened silhouettes and get swallowed. Untouched by the sun, just dragged along pavements, the stray remnants of one and the outlines of our souls. Man, that got heavy. Words of such weight, and I display words that I say or I put on the page. They may not reflect my surrounds or the environment used. This practice was curated, soldered and fused in a special room. I won't spoil it, but I'll share where I created it. I wrote it in the toilet. Just standing there taking a piss. Number 9, thank you for listening. I've enjoyed doing this verbal sketchbook. All this syllable practice, all these written rhymes, these written bars, these written spoken words. I appreciate you being on this journey with me. A little insight into how I create, how I rhyme, how I put my sentences together, where I get my ideas from, even though it's effectively an ad-hoc and incoherent, sometimes non-sensical journey. That's what makes it fun, right? Anyway, this is number 9. Smoky interiors reflect spoken mirrors. Hearers collect broken pillars. Respect triumphantly, comfortably blame and swear, I suppose. Like mighty cranes chair juxtapose. What's the phrase? Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling. It's cool in the shadows. Remove the S and you had those. Scrawled on the blackboard, most of it backwards. Red rum or bluster. Murdered by a chalk duster. Fail to outlast the blast from the cutlass. Fail fast and plummet. Then bounce back to the summit. Plug it with a flag and punch out Halley's comet. Say you want it. The fact is, to back this miracle, I need practice, no slackness with syllables. The workables. Stack words into parables, then carry those magical fairy tales like a cartoon thug. If you're everyone's cup of tea, you're sure to be a mug, handled and rinsed by the fug. That's the fear. Chilling in a warm, smoky atmosphere. Appear in music halls and jazzy rooms, nailed like cuticles or massive looms. Passive moods threaten you, spun to weave yarns and never mean harm. Just sweet charms glowing, complete balms flowing on this chap's lips for spoken words and street poems.
76.
Stay safe. Look after yourselves.